That Netflix is the devil, Bobby. We're going up, up, up. It's our moment. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Globes. Tarantino respects. You get a Spider-Man. You get a Spider-Man. The boys. Goo Goo Power Rangers. Acting. And so much more here on News Dump. What up, big dog?
The headlines work so much better when I prompt you.
No, what do you mean by
that? You
that?
get into character.
I get into
character. I have no characters.
No, and even when I put notes, you're like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, I get so fucking confused.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Great, grand, wonderful.
This is our award-winning chemistry that we've worked on for over a decade.
Yeah.
Speaking of awards.
Now that I just said that, that's a great transition.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you off. Great, grand, wonderful. I've said that many times in my life. That's got to be top 4 or 5 phrases I've said in my whole life.
I've always wanted to do a podcast on this, and you're always like, I don't know. I don't know if
I'm going to forget the phrases.
I want to do throwaway crap that we always say that is from a movie or a television show that it's not the most quotable thing, but it's the garbage that we pick up and we take with us through our life. I say buckle up,
but that
buckaroo.
makes it the most quotable.
I say buckle up, buckaroo 3 to 4 times a day.
But like when and that sort of thing, like can we include, 8777 cars for kids? Like, is that stuff included? Is the Hess truck? The Hess truck's
it's
here,
back and it's better than ever.
Is that stuff included?
I think we just need to have a whole separate jingles category.
Okay. Well, now it's too layered.
Well, don't put batteries in the trash.
I don't like these onion podcasts.
We are an onion or a parfait.
Okay. All right.
News dump. All right, Mac, you added this to the show. You want to tell me something about yourself, or are you good?
No, I just I'd say like once a year, it seems we talk about how you would like to die. Guillermo del Toro is talking about death. In fact, he's looking forward to death. He said, why should you want to live longer? I'm a big fan of death. I'm certainly looking forward to it because it's the day you go, well, tomorrow I won't have any problems. So
that's not a...
I have
all right.
two things here.
Sold.
2 things. Guillermo del Toro can't have too many problems going on in his world. I don't know what's going on there. I also think this question is, double-edged sword here, Goo, because if you're a religious person, not I, you might be looking forward to death in greener pastures. I think you just fucking die and that's it. You get buried or cremated.
May I tell you
that?
So what's been popping
I am not looking forward to death.
What's been popping up on my reels a lot, and I might have listened to a bit of this interview. It's from the Conan O'Brien podcast, I Need a Friend. It's when he had Mark Maron on, and Maron kept on talking about when Bob Odenkirk had his big heart attack and pretty much died.
Mm-hmm.
He was texting Maron after, being like, hey, when you die, there's no light, there's no afterlife? And anytime that he would end a statement, like he'd write about something else and be like, oh, and remember this, when you die, there's nothing.
I always think you hear these stories, and I have an uncle who was nearly crushed by a forklift like 30 years ago.
Brag.
And he says there was a sort of like seeing light moment. And in my head, I think that's just because you're losing consciousness and it's going blurry.
Yeah, you're a doctor.
That's how I'm interpreting it. So I think that's what a lot of people have sort of seen over the years and just misinterpret it. But once again, I suppose if you're religious, you may be looking forward to
You know what light
nothing.
I hope to see when I'm dying?
What's that?
Crystal.
Yeah. You're
Delicious
crystal
light.
packet guy?
Yeah. No, I like them pre-made. I don't need a...
We used to do back in, let's say, 2008, crystal like packet, UV blue. Mix those two things. Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Dynamite. It'll get you drunk.
What's your other favorite lights? Oh, Minute Maid light?
No.
I don't mind Minute Maid light.
No.
Because most other things call themselves diet.
I don't really like lemonade, though.
I love lemonade.
Yeah.
You pink or yellow?
I'm a pink guy if I got to choose.
Of course, I'm going to pick pink too, but...
Yeah.
What other... I don't think anything else... Bright?
Light Bright.
Light Bright.
Okay, sure. Rainbow Bright?
Well, that's not light, though.
No, that is. People are drawing connections from Rainbow Bright to Stranger Things, though.
So, comment in the YouTube. First off, if you're listening on the podcast, hit pause, go to YouTube, smash that subscribe button, thumbs up on this video, go through our entire catalog, give us thumbs up, leave a comment. It doesn't matter what it is. Engagement, that's all that matters. I'm told that negative engagement is the same as positive, even though it hurts my feelings. And then it makes me feel like Benicio del Toro. But do that.
Fucking shit on.
Yeah, like, oh my God. You know what else pops up on my Instagram feed a lot is from the Detroiters when Tim is going through the comment section of his girlfriend's page.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean? That's how I feel reading every comment ever.
So good.
Let us know your favorite lights down below.
The Northern.
Northern, that's a good one. News dump. All right, so what we're about to talk about might mean fucking nothing because right now Paramount is planning a hostile takeover or whatever the fuck it is. Also, this might be deemed a monopoly and it's not allowed. I don't
understand the rules.
Look, I don't know what the rules are. I honestly don't care. Netflix also might have been doing this to delay someone else buying HBO not DC, but DC is involved. HBO and Warner Brothers. Like, by them doing this, it might delay a purchase by another company for 2 years, allowing them to do more things, and it depreciates the asset. There's too much shit going on.
I like a spite buy.
Well, no, but what might happen because they do that, they might have lawyers and lawmakers dig into some seedy shit that they're up to, and they might get in trouble for other stuff. Look, there's too much going on with this story, and until anything actually happens, I don't know if I care.
No, that's true. And I think in general, I wouldn't be for this. Netflix. What is the headline,
by the way? We didn't even talk about it.
So Netflix is essentially buying WB Studios.
HBO.
WB Warner Brothers owns DC Comics, HBO Max, WB Games, Adult Swim Cartoon Network. And so in general, I am not for this. I think
$82.7 billion.
I think this makes the film industry worse. However,
I like gold.
And Netflix isn't really the underdog it used to be. No. I like when someone muddies the waters. And Netflix is fighting dirty. And I like that. I like that they're out for spite. I like that they're kind of intentionally doing this to fuck Paramount. Because you know what? Fuck Paramount. Paramount's not doing the right things either. Yeah. So I'm okay with muddying the waters here.
By the time this podcast is posted, this story might have changed 7 times.
Yeah, but in general, what it has done permanently is muddying the waters.
Yeah, no, it completely muddied the water. Agreed. Yeah. But it's also, so Netflix is the #1 streaming service, and then HBO, I think, is like 3rd or something like that.
But then second.
Amazon Prime is in the middle, but everyone has Amazon Prime because they want deliveries.
Yes, so it's baked in, which is honestly an ingenious way to.
And that's what everything should. We should have stuff baked into all of our streaming services. They should offer a little something on the side.
I mean, a little gibber.
This company's gonna offer it over the pants. This one's under the pants.
My home consumption now, I have this little trinket.
You can't be talking about this on the air. You can't be talking about this on the air.
It's legal.
The FBI is all over you.
I've looked into it.
Okay.
But the only streaming service I kept is Prime because it's attached to Amazon Prime. So they're genius.
What should these streaming companies offer? Just a little bit extra.
Need something. Give me something. Just send me some pens or something, and I'll keep your streaming service.
Maybe a little discount on like household items.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Send me toilet paper every month. I'll subscribe.
Toilet paper, dish soap, a new washer and dryer.
After you watch your 1,000th movie, you get a new washer and dryer.
There should be incentives. Yeah. There should be a ticket system. There should be some kind of a token thing. Our lives should be like Chuck E. Cheese.
I want a Netflix arcade yesterday.
Yeah. So, what's his name here? Ted Sarandis, who I thought was the sportscaster, but he is the guy that runs Netflix. I believe he's the boss. And he said, we're saving Hollywood by doing this. We're in a period of transition. Folks grew up thinking, I want to make movies on gigantic screens and have strangers watch them.
No one used that terminology, by the way.
Those are the words I've always used. I used to shoot home videos of me and my cousins doing weird plays, but set in the 90s. And then I'm like, I want people to see this on a fucking gigantic television.
Now, if we are talking side jobs and gibbers, then we are talking strangers. Then I'm back on board.
Yes. Let's see here. So what he is trying to think of, so right now he's saying movies playing in theaters for 2 months, and then you have to wait. You got to do VOD. You got to do streaming. That's outdated. Let's get rid of that. He wants to do a 2-week window in theaters, and then we get moving.
I think there's a happy medium. He does have a point. The lag time between when people are interested in seeing movies in the theater and then when it actually comes out on streaming is too long. There's too much time.
So what they need to figure out, a way to advance this. I do agree. But maybe the quick 2 weeks and then, like, that's a bit too much. I think you need to advance society all the time.
Well, I think this lag time was built in an era 20, 25 years ago where VHS and DVD sales would pop up 6 months later. And so there was an intentional lag time there to drum up interest again. Now with home streaming, no one's really buying movies. You may buy a movie on streaming if you really, really want to see it.
If you buy it on streaming, though, you don't own it.
Yeah, your account owns it, but you don't physically own it.
You don't know, but
my point is,
it can go away at any time.
Sure, there's no real added revenue stream, so you might as well play into the streamer's appetite. Have it in the theaters for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, and then when it's not, it should be immediately streaming. By week 5 or 6, if you haven't seen it in the theater, you're not gonna see it in the theater, right? So put it on home streaming for 2 weeks for $5.99, whatever it is, and then after another 2 weeks or a month, then maybe it's free. I get there. You make a little money on the streaming side, but don't let it sit in theaters for 2.5 months. Then have a 2.5 month gap. Then come the streaming for a month where you can pay for it, and then it's free.
Well,
because people are just going to wait till it's free.
The issue is that the movie theaters don't make money on the newly released movies in the first 2 weeks. They make money on it after that. That's where the movie theaters make any money.
It's like 3 movies a year that even come into play with that. And
Jumanji does that.
There's this whole thing, too, where like people are, the theater snacks so expensive. First of all, if you...
Theater snacks is what pays for the theaters.
Whole meals into a theater. You don't need to buy anything from the theater. Bring whatever the fuck you want in the theater.
You can keister whatever you want.
No one's checking anything. I like movie theater popcorn, so I'm gonna buy it.
I am too.
But you can bring whatever the fuck you want into the theater.
Mac is not telling you to do that, by the way. Mac is looking to be put in jail right now. I don't know what his deal is.
I just like... They're treating the movie theater experience as if you can't come close to replicating it at home. And these days, you just can. You simply can.
Also,
and they're ignoring that.
So I also have a feeling that if this does go through, it's not going to go through. This is completely... but if it does, Netflix would pretty much not only own the home theater experience, but they could do whatever they want movie theater experience as well, because they own almost every movie outside of Disney now.
Yeah, it creates an interesting dynamic, and
it's called the monopoly. They bought Boardwalk.
A further divide. Like, there's still, a few times a year, at least for me, I get giddy going to theater for certain movies. You and I love movies. We have a fucking movie podcast.
Kinda.
But it's not like we're going to the theater every week. It's just a handful of movies we really get jacked up for. So now let's talk about the general public. It might be 1 or 2 movies a year they're jacked up for to go to the theater. So you need to cater to those people. That's the broader audience. You just need to. It's as simple as that.
Movies are too expensive, I'll tell you that. Going to the movie theater is too expensive.
I'll tell you this. If you're a theater that still exists and you don't have reclining seats, I'm not coming. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you hear that, Netflix? News dump.
You know who does have reclining seats?
The Golden Globes?
Me and every home in the country.
Oh. I think you said the Golden Globes have reclining seats. Tell me all about this crap and get it done as quickly as possible.
Fuck you.
I
All
don't
right.
care about this at all.
The Golden Globe noms were just released. We have 27 categories. I don't know if you ever knew the number there. This year is the first year they have upped it from 5 to 6 nominees per category. This aligns more with the Academy Awards, who nominate 6 per category, and obviously gives actors and actresses another, one person in each category. It's a good thing overall. Leading the way with 9 nominations is One Battle After Another, which I think we both have as the #1 movie on the year. They're nominated for Best Picture, Director, Actor, Leo, of course. Actress, Jason Finley. Love to see that. Supporting Actress, Teyana Taylor. Good, they got 2 supporting actor nods.
Which I love. This is my favorite part.
Yeah. Del Toro and Sean Penn, they're both deserving. They're both deserving of that, so I love that. I hope that carries over to the Academy Awards. Also nominated for Screenplay and Original Score. Sinners got 6 nominations: Picture, Director, Actor, Screenplay, Score.
Did it get 2
song.
actors?
No, just 1. He didn't get double credit.
He should have.
Also of note here, Goo, this is a great thing. Cynthia Erivo is the first black woman in Globe's history to be nominated twice for Best Actress in
Kind of cheating, though.
comedy musical category, so that's great.
It's the same character twice, though.
So what?
No, I'm not. Like, it still counts.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Fair.
Just saying.
Way to bring us down there, Goo.
Sorry.
The
Jeff
nominees
Kent is in the Hall of Fame. Sorry.
The 12 Best Picture nominees, and if you remember, the Globes does this weird thing where they combine it, not combine, the opposite of that. Break it down into the comedy musical category, which is bizarre, and then the drama category. I don't know how they ever settled on those, but here we are. The Best Picture nominees for comedy musical: Blue Moon, Begonia, Marty Supreme, No Other Choice, Nouvelle Vague, and One Battle After Another. I do like that One Battle After Another got, pushed over to the comedy region here. It's going to win.
Oh, this gives it a chance now.
Marty Supreme might win that, actually.
It gives it a chance for this and Sinners to win.
Yeah, well, I think Hamnet is going to win drama. It's going to be between Hamnet and Sinners. The nominees for drama: Frankenstein, Hamnet, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, It Was Just an Accident. So, to me, the first category is between Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another. The second category between Hamnet and Sinners. Those are probably, in my mind, the 4 chances at winning Best Picture in the Academy Awards in the winter or spring. Is it February, March? I don't know. Who fucking cares?
I don't know, man.
Goo, the Best Director noms: PTA for One Battle After Another, Coogler for Sinners, Del Toro for Frankenstein.
Who might not even be with us at the time.
Jafar Panahi for It Was Just an Accident. It's a foreign film. I actually looked at the trailer today. I'm very intrigued by that movie. Joaquin Trier for Sentimental Value, I think also a foreign film. And Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. So I think movies that I'm looking forward to seeing, and if you're interested in all award winners, some of the ones you should be looking to watch over the next couple months is Marty Supreme, Blue Moon, No Other Choice, Frankenstein, that's out on Netflix, I still haven't seen it, Hamnet, Sentimental Value, It Was Just an Accident, and I'm also hearing that Rose Byrne's performance in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is fucking tremendous, so that alone makes it worth seeing. If I see those, I think, 8-ish movies, that's going to bring me close to 50 on the year, so that'll put me in a good spot. Goo, you have your hand raised.
Adam Sandler.
What about him?
He was nominated.
For?
Jay Kelly.
Okay.
Supporting actor.
How about that? Isn't he the main actor?
No, George Clooney is.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Can you fucking pat him on the back?
All right, sure. I will.
Say, good job, Mr. Sandler? Chalamet. I have watched his interview with Chalamet that he did, and I have also watched most of the Ariana Grande stuff.
I heard, and I'm intrigued by which the context this was brought up in, but I heard he brings up Mac Miller like instantly in the Grande interview.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so maybe you didn't watch it.
No, I've seen clips. I've seen most of it in clips.
Gotcha.
I haven't seen it as a whole. Was it in was he brought up that he knows he's passed, correct?
I think that's why he was bringing it. I don't know what the question was asked, but I just saw a tweet that he brought up Mac Miller like instantly in that conversation. So I'm intrigued.
News dump. Oh, Quentin Tarantino got a foot in his mouth. Am I right? I'm sure he'd enjoy that, actually.
He would really enjoy it. Or here's a question I have for you foot folks out there. If we have any listeners, is it the toes or is it the physical foot? Do you
That's
like
a good
both?
question.
Do you like one more than the other? Because when people talk about hands, I think there's like a finger thing. I don't think there's really a hand thing. So is it a toes thing or is it a full foot thing?
I guess
that's the question I have.
My question now is, does he keep speaking out of place because he likes the thought of having a foot in his mouth?
He gets off on the metaphorical foot.
I think we just kind of figured it out.
We just figured it out. Metaphorical foot or toes?
It's got to be toes. He loves
I think he's a toes guy.
Yeah, he loves the piggies. He loves the piggies. Okay, so he was on the Brett Ellis podcast. Brett Ellis is the author of American Psycho. And he was giving his top 20 films of the 21st century, the current 25 years that we are in. You see at number 3, he had Toy Story 3?
Yeah, what a mistake that is.
Number 1 was Black Hawk Down, right?
Insane.
Yeah.
That's a good film, Goo, but that's insane.
I bet if it was Mike from the Chair Company watching it, it'd be Black Cock Down.
Yes. Yep.
All right, I'm happy we got to that.
One.
Okay, so when talking about There Will Be Blood, which he put at number 5, he said that if it changed one thing, it would be the best movie of the past 25 years, and that is Paul Dano, where he said it's supposed to be a two-hander, but Dano is weak sauce, man. He is just such a weak, uninteresting guy, the weakest fucking actor in SAG. Couple laughs, and then he eventually called him the limpest dick. And if he's calling him the limpest dick in SAG, I'm also in SAG. I'd argue I'm a little bit limper.
You got a limp cock.
Gotta be.
Okay. This is a really interesting take and opinion. And first of all, I don't give a fuck. Let me preface it this way.
Yeah.
Tarantino's a weird guy with weird opinions. Who cares if he hates Paul Dano? But I will say, to love, there will be no...
There will not be blood.
That's the
I watched
sequel.
the other one. There
That's
will
the
not be
sequel.
blood. Everyone was very calm.
To love There Will Be Blood so much, which relies so heavily on Dano's character being that foil in, I think, the way it's supposed to be done, but to hate him that much is really bizarre. Now, I just recently rewatched that movie, Goo. I don't really care for that movie. I don't think it's that great. Now, obviously, Daniel Day-Lewis is great, but I just don't really care for that movie. But to come away hating Dano that much is
well, it's
ridiculous.
Obviously something personal. There's got to be something else.
Maybe
behind
Dano
it.
hates feet or toes.
But he ended his statement by like, "Oh, I don't like Dano. I don't like Owen Wilson," which like Owen Wilson. Yes, we all agree he's not trying to make Oscar-worthy movies.
To have an opinion on Owen Wilson is weird.
Owen Wilson is doing what he does best all the time.
Fun.
But then he also tossed in Matthew Lillard. And Lillard's like, what the fuck did I do?
Just catching a stray.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you the last time Matthew Lillard was in anything.
He was in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's what he's in recently. And
okay.
Tarantino, I believe, was promoting the combination of Kill Bills 1 and 2, the whole bloody affair. That came out last Friday. That's what he was promoting while on this show.
Sure.
Making headlines. No one's talking about that because everyone's like, why are you fucking attacking all these actors?
Why are you so mad?
But Matthew Lillard was at one of the cons over the weekend, and he told the audience, Quentin Tarantino says he doesn't like me as an actor. It hurts your feelings. It fucking sucks. And he wouldn't say that about Tom Cruise or a top-line actor, which he did. He talked about Paul Dano that way. It's just weird that he tossed fucking Stu.
Yeah, but
from
Dano's
Screaming
not
there.
on Tom Cruise's level.
No, but Dano's a pretty big fucking actor, though. It's not.
Yeah,
but either way.
I'd still say he's B. He's still not starring in blockbuster movies, you know.
Either way, he said he's not very popular in Hollywood, but he's popular with his fans. It's two different microcosms. It's humbling, and it hurts.
I wonder if Tarantino has seen The Batman. Do you think he has?
I don't know.
Dano's pretty great in that. And I think that puts Dano on another level. But I think for 15 years now, we've all recognized that Dano's a great supporting actor and really, sends that home in The Batman. I like Dano, but whatever. I don't really care. Hating Matthew Lillard is easy.
No, it's not. How
It's
dare
easy.
you? Hashtag my king. Get out of here. You leave Matthew Lillard alone. Like zoink, Scoob. I should have done the Matthew Lillard voice when I was doing that.
What Lillard's
Quentin
comment.
Tarantino doesn't care for my acting. It hurts your feelings. It fucking sucks.
Lillard's comments make me think he's a big Tarantino fan and wants to be in a Tarantino movie, and now he realizes he's never going to be in one.
All these actors, writers, directors have come out in defense of Dano. My favorite one has been Gabe from The Office, who put out a video saying,
Zach Woods.
Yep, us weird-looking white guys have to stick together. News dump. Got our trailer for the final season of The Boys. Season 5 will premiere with 2 episodes on May 20th. 8 episodes in the season. Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Invincible, Season 4, and The Boys will all release new episodes at the same time. The big question from the trailer, first off, has Butcher, has he gotten rid of what is inside of him, or is that still controlling him?
Oh, I think that's still a big part of it.
Okay.
A lot of the online dialogue so far is like, how did Butcher get back with the boys? Well, watch the season and you'll find out, dude. That's part of the whole shebang here.
And then also, who is Homelander punching and then putting a lot of thought into, should I keep on doing this while punching? Want to hear my guess?
You're going to guess Ryan.
I'm going to guess Ryan.
Mm-hmm. It's either Ryan or Soldier Boy.
Who else would he have a connection to? That he also wouldn't...
It could be Butcher.
It depends on how strong Butcher is at the point, because it needs to be someone that is strstrong enough to take his punches.
Which is why I think it's Ryan or Soldier Boy.
I think it's Ryan.
And the emotional thing would be more so Ryan.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued. I've said it once. I've said it a million times. Every time The Boys is on, I'm reminded how much better it is than just about everything on television. So even like an average Boys season is still the best thing on TV. And this trailer got me going a little bit.
Okay.
I'm intrigued. I'm full Starlighter. She's at her full, strength here. Like, I'm looking forward to, no frills season. Balls out. We got 8 episodes to conclude the story. And I hope there's a lot of deaths. I hope a lot of fucking people die. People we love, people we hate. I hope there's a lot of consequences.
News dump. 28 years later, The Bone Temple. You like the trailer?
Yeah. So this 28 years later came out this year, the year of 2025. And I believe I still have it number 2 on the year. I thought it was fucking tremendous. Really emotional. Great story. Great movie. This is the direct sequel that gets teased in the final 2 minutes of that movie. And this looks like it's going to be more fast-paced, action-packed, whereas 28 years later was a little bit more emotional, a human story set amongst the backdrop of the zombie world. This looks like it's more like zombie killing fun. I'm very much looking forward to it because 28 years later was so great.
News down. Ready or Not 2, we got a trailer for this. We see that Sarah Michelle Gellar has joined the ensemble.
Yep. Samara Weaving is pretty great in the first movie. The first movie is a nice, fun surprise. Really fun movie. And this movie looks like it's going to also be fun.
News down. Silent Night, Deadly Night. We got a clip for this. It's Santa Claus killing Nazis. My guess is they got tattoos that year, so he wasn't going to give them gifts. This will be in theaters this week.
Yeah, this looks like it's a movie right up your alley, Goo. I think you should go and see this. You're a big fan of Santa Claus lore, and he's going to be killing Nazis. What's not to like about that?
Speaking of Santa Claus lore, I'm not going to tell you what the episode is at the end of the week, but I'm going to surprise you.
Oh, all right. You're going to come down my chimney?
I'm going to come down your chimney, and we're going to record a podcast face-to-face.
Oh, how about that?
We're not doing that. News dump. It will be Santa Claus related, so bone up. Bone temple up. I'll tell you that much.
Nailed it.
Get a teaser for Supergirl this week. We don't know when, but we got a little 10 seconds. She's just sitting there, and there's shit happening.
Yeah, Millie Alcock sitting down with sunglasses on looks a lot like Will Poulter. That was my takeaway.
That was my first thought, and I was kind of turned on. News dump. Speaking of Supergirl, James Gunn said, if you're going to make a Batman movie, it better be fucking awesome. This is via business.
I mean, is there anyone that disagrees with that? It's a really obvious statement.
I should have clicked through what business meant. What, just at business?
Probably Business Insider, I'm guessing.
Do you think it's Nick Kroll's company Good at Business? Good at business.
I think my least favorite thing about you is how much you love the Kroll Show.
I love the Kroll Show. I'd put it up there, Mount Rushmore of sketch comedy shows.
Disagree.
Mount Rushmore.
Disagree.
Dr. Armand, his son, Andy Milonakis, his best friend, Dr. Fraser Crane. It's good stuff. Cesar, he cheats on his... he helps his wife cheat on Dr. Armand with Cesar.
I've seen 2 episodes of the show, Gil.
He goes to a Canadian high school. It's great. Oh my God. There's a lot of John Mulaney on there. Ron Funches.
do love Ron.
Jason Mantzoukas. Oh, I love that show. News dump. Right now, there are rumors of what could be happening here. Scarlett Johansson in talks to star in The Batman Part 2. I don't know when this movie's coming out. I don't know what's happening. I don't know it. But Emma Stone reportedly passed on it. And Zoe Kravitz is not expected to return. I've seen a lot of hubbubaloo that she could be Mask of the Phantasm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, to me, it speaks probably more towards like a Poison Ivy, right?
Nope.
Because Emma Stone, noted ginger.
So is in Mask of the Phantasm.
Scarlett Johansson, notably has played a famous ginger, Black Widow. So I'm curious, and not for nothing, she's a little curvy. Curious if it's Poison Ivy. Could be Phantasm. You could be right. For the Batman 2, though, you think they're going to do that?
Yeah. I do. Mm-hmm. Andrea Beaumont, by the way.
Okay.
No, because this also explores in a better...
Barbara Gordon.
I don't want to say too old, but I think that if you're looking at how old Pattinson, sorry, not Corey Patterson, Cubs center fielder. But Cubs comparing the ages, it doesn't line up properly.
Yeah, and also you'd probably want a mixed person, considering Jim Gordon's black.
I'm going to say it's going to be Andrea Beaumont. It's going to be Mask of the Phantasm if they're going this route. Because this explores, because we didn't get a lot of this in the Batman, it really explores the human element and aspects of Bruce Wayne and him really debating, like, why can't I be happy as just me?
And I also think it's a good take, Goo, and it's a fun thing to think about, because I think that character calls for some strong acting.
The Batman also didn't have a ton of Bruce Wayne stuff because he didn't care for. He said it doesn't matter. The cops, it doesn't matter.
I think the character calls for some strong acting.
Yeah.
To the best out there is Emma Stone and Scarlett Johansson, and you'd kind of be wasting them on Poison Ivy.
News down. All right, break down Nick Cage's Spider-Noir spinoff.
Yep. So Nick Cage's Spider-Noir spinoff coming to Prime in 2026. He's actually, as we learned a few days ago, playing Ben Reilly and not Peter Parker. Mm-hmm. And the premise of this character, this series, this show, Ben Reilly is an aging, down on his luck private investigator in 1930s New York who is forced to grapple with his past life as the city's one and only superhero. In the comics, Ben Reilly was first introduced as the Scarlet Spider, who is a clone of Peter Parker, tasked with fighting him, but ultimately becomes an ally. That was first introduced in October of 75, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 149. Of course, we saw Ben Reilly in Across the Spider-Verse, voiced by Andy Samberg. He was like the beefy, dumb Spider-Man. This show's going to be given to us in both black and white and color, so you can watch it in whichever form you prefer. I think I will watch it in color and then go back and watch it
I'm going to try and read ahead of time. What was it shot for?
Okay, sure. Again, released in 2026. Really interesting thing here. I've never heard of this. This is going to first release on MGM Plus's linear channel. I don't know what the fuck that means. And then it's going to be next day on Prime. So the Prime releases will be technically a day behind. The show's co-runners are Oren Uziel. You'd know him from The Lost City and 22 Jump Street. And Steve Lightfoot, who was the showrunner of The Punisher.
Littlefoot?
They developed this series, of course, with the Spider-Verse team, Lord Miller and Amy Pascal. I'm curious, though, so does this mean the noir we saw in the animated version is also a Ben Reilly?
Maybe they'll explain it.
Yeah, maybe they will. But I think we're all looking forward to Nick Cage as a live-action Spider-Noir. And, like, if I could, he'd be on the short list of someone I would like to see have fun in the 1930s setting.
Yeah.
So I'm very much looking forward
he was
to
around
this.
For that time, him being an undead vampire.
Yes, right.
News dump. Daniel Kaluuya confirms that he is developing a Spider-Punk animated film.
Yep. Another great character in the Spider-Verse franchise. I think we're going to see a couple more spin-offs from the Spider-Verse franchise. Although, I don't know, because we may never see the third movie. So, I don't even know if this universe exists anymore.
News dump. Miles Morales co-creator Sarah Pichelli says that she does not get any royalties from the Spider-Verse films, Insomniac games, or merch. Neither do I.
So I'm curious what happened. It seems like she fucked this up, right? Like, yeah, that sucks because
I
Miles
always
Morales,
feel bad for like these people always come on like I don't get anything, and
Yeah,
and usually it's because someone signed a contract.
you signed a bad deal.
Like the guy who did the voice in NBA Jams, the broadcaster, he came out recently. He's like, I got $800 for that, and that's it. And I've never gotten. It's like, well, that's probably what the contract was. It sucks.
Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson got pretty much nothing for Mike Tyson Punch-Out, but that's what the contract was. It sucks.
It sucks because Miles Morales has become such a popular character over the last decade, and I'm sure she maybe never really saw that coming. She said it's the saddest part of her life, but you know what?
Well, now that makes me feel bad for saying that.
You played some part in this. You signed a bad deal, or your manager had you sign a bad deal.
So
I don't feel that bad for you.
The one thing that's good about present day with the people that sign bad contracts that might have not gotten enough credit for a movie or a book, or there's so many cons, and I know that you have to travel, you got to just, but like you can make money off of this stuff still. You're just not going to make these buco bucks.
Yeah. But I don't want to make the creator of Miles Morales. I got nothing. I'm not going to ask it. Like, that's not for me. There are comic book nerds who will.
Yeah, I mean, you might not. You want to meet fucking Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, again.
Topanga.
I would like to have Amy Jo Johnson, Danielle Fishel, and Hilary Duff all in the same room.
I will say that Danielle Fishel, she is planning her post-Pod Meet Worlds podcast now. She is now starting her own interview podcast that'll take over for her Dancing with the Stars podcast. And my brother, I listen to the Pod Meets World one every once in a while. He's telling me that what he thinks is going to happen, he's got a little inside thought on this, is that once Pod Meets World wraps up, so they're going to be doing season 7 starting in 2026. Once that wraps up, he believes that Ryder Strong will bow out, say, I've had enough podcasting, I'm not the biggest fan of this, I don't need to do this anymore. But then Daniel Fishel and Will Friedle will continue on this interview podcast route.
Here's my take on it. First of all, I think she's parlayed the somewhat popularity of that podcast and her newfound popularity from Dancing with the Stars. She's really grasping onto that 90s, heartthrob stuff.
Yeah.
And it seems like the premise of that next podcast can be her interviewing other 90s heartthrobs.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I don't think Will Friedle's going to be involved at all.
I think Will Friedle will. Will Friedle's already doing
less money for her.
Will Friedle's already doing his one with Sabrina, whatever her name is, on Disney Channel original movies.
Sabrina Carpenter?
No, the one who was in Cheetah
Sabrina
Girls.
Bryan.
Thank you. He's already doing that. I think
he's not going to be doing this podcast with her.
Is he still doing? I think he was doing one with Christy Carlson Romano for a while
guess
too.
Is she sucks, by the way, Ren Stevens.
Yeah, she's not interesting.
Yeah. So my guess is Danielle Fishel is going to kind of mimic Call Her Daddy's format, and it's going to be more that one-on-one with that type of thing.
I think she recently interviewed Urkel.
Oh, Jaleel White.
Jaleel White. I also saw that Jaleel White recently met Ben Schwartz.
Okay.
Sonics face-to-face.
Look at that.
What? Which I'm still pissed that Jaleel White has not been in these Sonic movies so far. Just pop up, let him stand
there. I
there.
think they're going to make 85 of them.
You either let him enter the movie, or at one point Sonic does something and he says, did I do that? Take a little nod to Jaleel.
Sure.
I know that the mother on the show, Mrs. Winslow, the actress, Harriet was the character. Harriet Winslow, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The actress hated Jaleel White. But
because it wasn't his show, and then it became his show. She was supposed to be the star of the show.
And then he strong-armed everyone out of the way. Yeah. And then Velveeta Johnson, he's like...
Now Cheetah is Velveeta.
And he's like, you know what? I am gonna get out of the way. I would like to get my 9 seasons of pay. And then my royalties after, I'll let Jaleel take the show.
Sure.
But you know that the mother left midway through season 9 and they recasted the mother in the final season?
I don't know if I ever made it to season
because
9. I know we were live when it was coming out live, but I don't remember.
She disliked Urkel that much.
I mean, how do you make it through 8 seasons and then quit?
I bet she was like, we're going to CBS? We're still hanging around? ABC just canceled us. How are we still going?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Newsed up. John Barenthal says the Punisher special will release around the same time as Spider-Man Brand New Day. I think it'll be a high-octane Punisher that you'll ever see. This is from Screen Rant. Brand New Day comes out on July 31st, 2026. What's up?
You pronounce his name as if he's a Barenthal bear.
He is a Barenthal bear.
Sean Bernthal.
Yeah, what did I say?
Barenthal. Berenstain Bears.
Well, Brother Bear was voiced by Michael Cera.
Okay, so that was no connection whatsoever. I think that a lot of what happens in this Punisher special is going to be basically laying groundwork for Brand New Day. And it sounds like...
It's a brand new day!
Sounds like Sadie Sink's character is also going to play a decent portion in Brand New Day. So I'm sure she gets introduced in this Punisher special.
Oh, you know what sucks? Is that... So Netflix bought WB. If Netflix had bought Disney... Well, if Netflix buys WB now, they're going to eventually buy Disney too. And we're just going to be all owned by one thing.
Sure.
And you know who Sadie Sink could have played if that happened?
What?
Max. Just from Stranger Things. It doesn't matter anymore. We're all in the same toy chest. It doesn't matter no more.
Yeah. The Upside Down is just a pocket universe in DC.
News dump. Avengers Endgame is returning to theaters on September 25th, 2026. Presumably, there will be some sort of doomsday post-credit.
I'm assuming that's a big reason why they're doing this. Also, maybe they're just trying to defeat Avatar again. It's a cash grab. It's a real cash grab. It's for jocks.
Yeah.
I will probably see it. I'll probably see it.
Again in theaters?
I probably will.
Well, let's hope you're still around. News dump. A newly restored version of the original Star Wars version of Star Wars A Brand New Hope, that's not what it's called, Star Wars A New Hope, is getting a re-release on February 19th, 2027 in honor of its 50th anniversary. Do you want to see the original film as it was originally given to the audience back in 1977 on the big screen? Jeffrey McNamara.
My dad's birthday is a couple weeks later.
Whoa!
He is the man who got me into Star Wars, loves the original trilogy. That movie came out when he was 8 years old. I think for Father's Day, we will go see Star Wars A New Hope together.
I can tell you this, I will not be seeing this with my father.
Not a Star Wars guy?
Not a Star Wars guy, and if I say anything to him, he's going to give me the opposite opinion.
So that's easy to use, though. Easy reverse psychology right there.
It's the complete opposite of what I just said. Or why do you say that? Let me explain it to you. Don't cut me off when I'm in the middle of a sentence, and I'll tell you why this is going to happen. Because you want to know why raccoons are going to be domesticated within my son's lifetime? Because their snouts are fucking shrinking. That's why.
And they're cute.
Something wrong with their medulla oblongata. Speaking of Kathy Bates back in the headlines. News dump. Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schatz, that's the Percy Jackson guys, confirmed that they are developing a live-action Power Rangers series for Disney+.
I like this. This is interesting. This is intriguing. I mean, there's been 48 seasons of Power Rangers already, but I'm intrigued by where this may go.
I only fucks with Mighty Morphin. Keep that in mind.
Sure. Zeo was decent, too.
Is that when they had, division signs on their faces and shit? All right, multiplication table. Dewey Decimal System.
That's not even related.
That's how they morph. News dump. Oh boy, Vin Diesel will star in and write a live-action Rock'em Sock'em robot movie for Mattel. Diesel said the film will examine the role of competition in the world, often measured by strength and dominance, that dares to reveal the power of compassion at its core. The source is Deadline. I thought that this was too much tuna. I thought this was a fucking prank.
Zord is the form of a bookshelf. I'm just laughing at the Zord possibilities of math and libraries.
That's how you teach kids. You gotta slip it in there. Who wins in a fight, the fucking Megazord or the Magic School Bus?
I couldn't think of anyone more fit to write a Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie than Vin Diesel.
A toy as simple as Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Mm-hmm.
Vin Diesel.
It's perfect.
News dump. Paramount is focused on making IP and commercial films going forward. They've dramatically scaled back their budget in award campaigns. One source says they have no interest in anything but down-the-middle IP. It's all about commerciality via THR.
Commerciality is the word you were saying there. This is way worse for the film industry than anything Netflix is doing. This is how you get legacy sequels. This is how you get 20-year later comedic sequels. This is how you get third and fourth movies in a franchise that no one wants to see anymore. Paramount is fucking dumb. And their app stinks. They're doing everything wrong.
What sucks? Okay, so hold up. I was trying to finish. What the hell is the Lindsay Lohan movie?
Freakier Friday 2.
Okay, I was trying to finish Freakier Friday. I had watched an hour on the plane. I'm like, let me just fucking
By the way,
this up.
that movie is better than it has any
How is this?
being.
First off, all the screen time with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis is a blast. Is a ball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Both of them are just having so much fun, especially when they're playing teenagers as them, like as an older. It is the best version of what it could have been.
Yes, it was never going to be legitimately good, but it's much better than we all thought it was going to be.
But me trying to skip an hour into, I tried on Hulu first.
Trying to skip on the Paramount app is impossible.
I went to Disney Plus. It took me an hour to skip an hour. I should have just fucking rewatched the goddamn hour.
I haven't had the issue on those. On Paramount, it's impossible to do it.
Like, let me fast forward. Give me a VCR. The hell? Yeah, whatever, Paramount. News dump. Timothée Chalamet names his greatest actors of all time. Denzel's the GOAT. Christian Bale's the second GOAT. That's not how it works.
No.
And Joaquin is the third. Is the strange GOAT. I like that, actually.
I'll accept that.
Yeah,
I'll accept that. He was one short of a Rushmore. He fucking blew it there.
Yeah, you got to go find.
Who are you going to add to his Rushmore, though? Or like, you got Denzel, you got Christian Bale, you got Joaquin. You got to go for an older, like De Niro or something, you know?
Matthew Lillard. He's taking a lot of shots right now. Build him back up.
This speaks to how young Chalamet is. He's calling someone the second GOAT. You just don't fundamentally understand what it means to call someone the GOAT.
News dump. And finally, we got our pairings for season 23 of Variety's Actors on Actors. The ones that I am excited for. We have Ariana Grande, Adam Sandler. We have Michael B. Jordan and Jesse Plemons. I'm reading through, sorry.
Sure.
And there's one more. Oh, Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Brendan Fraser.
I also am intrigued by Grande and Sandler. I think Julia Roberts and Sean Penn is going to be really good because they've been in the film industry both for 35
apparently,
years.
and this is what I've read, is that Sean Penn likes to talk and Julia Roberts likes to listen. So it might just be a lot of Penn talking.
Fair. The two Skarsgårds is interesting because they could get into some weird territory there. Arrivo and Jackman is fun because they're both musical theater nerds.
They're only going to talk about musical shit. Holy shit.
And if you go, one of my favorite YouTube videos is watching like the pre-stuff of them trying to get The Greatest Showman lit. And Jackman and Arrivo are both in that room working on that movie. Sydney Sweeney and Ethan Hawke is interesting because Sydney Sweeney is hot. Michael B. Jordan and Jesse Plemons could be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very much intrigued by that. So those are the ones I'd like to see.
News dump. Check us out at the end of the week for Santa Claus. We'll talk to you then.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.